Now one of you guys is Cloud.
Quarter is an understatement. Don't blame you for getting the hell out of here.
You're not Cloud.
They got anything worth eating?
So, any friends here you want to see? Maybe a girlfriend?
Okay. Yeah, okay, I see now. Okay. So, listen carefully.
Speaking of which, I'll bet you're dying to hear about mine. Am I right? So, any friends here you want to see? Maybe a girlfriend?
That is Zack's voice actor. So in Cloud's mind, he's talking, well, he's not talking to Zack, he's talking to an infantryman, but he's swapping his place with Zack. And I'm pretty sure in Crisis Core, like, these are the lines that he says to him when you talk to him when you head to Niflheim. Like, Cloud goes, not Cloud, Zack goes, so you got a girlfriend around here? Because they meet up at an earlier mission, and he's all like, oh, I'm from Gungaga, and he's like, I'm from Niflheim. They're like, yeah, the mountain dwellers. Or the countryside. Not mountain dwellers, because there's no mountain in Gungaga. Oh. Just realized, I got access to my, stuff. DLC, must finish the flashback. Gotcha. What about other stuff? Gameplay? Guard swap and command shortcut buttons. Disable. I don't. I'm not gonna mess with any of this. Dialogue, trigger effect, functions, camera, responsiveness. Let's put that up by 1. Non-active characters, camera view, ally commands. What? Screen shake. I'm gonna turn that off. Because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of fancy stuff going on in this game, and the screen shake will probably distract me. Okay, yeah. There's a performance mode. Not going to mess with the brightness, unless the recording looks too dark, right? Audio and vibration. Not going to touch any of that. System speakers, fine. Vibration, not going to touch any of this. I did not mean to double tap that. Language and audio, text, English, gotcha. Okay. Anything that I can do with Cloud? Well, I'm not gonna mess with their interior right now because it's just a flashback, right? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Yeah! Look at that frame rate. Yeah! Now we're doing 60. We might be actually doing 120. I'm not sure. But it's buttery smooth. Look at that. Like, you can see the difference. Oh, that's amazing. Is that the Stamp song? So, like I said earlier, right? Didn't really look at the trailers, didn't play the demo, didn't hear anything about it. Anytime anyone would open their mouth and say, oh, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, shut up, don't talk to me, right? Going through this blind, completely blind. So I do know that I think this area was playable in the demo. This and maybe the beginning part of the game. But I didn't play it. I didn't see it. I don't know what this place has, so... And if you're looking for a playthrough where someone's like, where someone's just blazing through the game because, you know, their channel is probably corporate as, I swear so bad. They probably, you know, their channel is more on the corporate side, or let's plays and stuff to them are just money making at this point, and their heart's not into it, then this isn't the channel for you, right? If you just want to blaze through the story, I'm sorry. Go watch one of those like all cutscene Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the movie channels, you know what I mean? Me, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna do this playthrough as professionally as I can, but I'm going to enjoy it. It's my first time playing the game, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry, right? That is a sandwich.
Wait,
I want a sandwich now.
is that Cloud? Silly boy. You should have let us know you'd be paying us a visit. This ought to help put some heat.
Can I have another?
Eat up, Cloud. You still got room to grow, you know. You remember these pork sandwiches, don't you? They're exactly like the ones Mrs. Tyler used to make. I'm sure you must have taken them as snacks on a play date before. Wait, did you go on any play dates?
You feel stuffed.
This ought to help.
Sure feels good to have soldiers on our side.
There's something to be said about subtlety. This is great. This is also weird. Cause, if you know, you know. I highly doubt if Cloud ever came home, his neighbors would be like, Cloud, you're back. Oh my god. Because he was kind of what's the word? I can't say it. Ostracized. He was kind of like an outcast, right? Because of like this whole incident that happened with oh, by the way, I cut myself off earlier. Let me go back to what I wanted to say, because I started talking about a bunch of stuff. My mind's gonna be rambling for a bit, so I'm sorry, but I want to get it out the way before any story bits happen, because seeing as how what they just did with Zack, I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth. But I got some problems with Tifa, right? I don't think she's great. I don't think she's a great match for Cloud. I don't think she's a great person, right? At least in terms of her motives and stuff, right? I don't think she's good at all. Of course, she has character growth. Every character has character growth to some extent, right? Even Kate Sith, or Cat Sith, however you pronounce it, right? But when it comes to Tifa, I'm not gonna go too much into detail, but I'm just gonna hit the points that I want to hit. When it comes to Tifa, this is how I view her. Her and Cloud are supposed to be childhood friends. They barely ever hung out. They only hung out like 4 times, I believe, and then the last time they hung out, well, not considering the water tower promise, but before that, Cloud wanted to show off to her, right? Because he viewed her as this goddess, right? Cloud wanted to show off to her. They went off to Mouth Nipple and they got into some trouble with some monsters. The villagers had to come and save them, and they put all the blame on Cloud, and he was further made an outcast. After that, the only time she's ever interacted with him is like a 5th time, and that's during the water tower when he's like, I'm gonna go to Soldier, right? Because everyone's leaving. I'm gonna go be Soldier, and then you know, that's my plan, right? And then she forces him to make a promise. Yeah, she does force him. I'm gonna use that word. She forces him to make a promise, and he goes, okay, fine, I guess, right? Then like 5 to 7 years pass, right? Well, I think at this point it would have been 5 years. Yeah, it's 5. No, it would have been 4 years, because Hojo has them for like 3, I believe. So this would have been 4 years. And then 3 years would have passed, and then that's where we get to the beginning of Final Fantasy VII. So like 4 years pass. Cloud would have came back, but he doesn't say anything to her, so to her knowledge, she doesn't know that he's here, right? But all the events that are going to play out, she has knowledge about it, and at no point during this flashback she ever goes, Cloud, that's wrong. And I'm talking about the original, right? Okay, so she doesn't bring it up. Everyone's like, well, she just wasn't sure. It's like, how can you not be sure about the incident where you almost died, right? I don't care what you say. It's literally just as stupid as Cloud going, yeah, and then me and Sephiroth fought, and I don't remember what happened after that. It's like, that makes no sense, right? That just doesn't make any sense. How do you forget the most important parts? And then Tifa's like, yeah, I just wasn't sure, or something like that, or I didn't want to be weird. It's like, Tifa, if something's wrong, say it. Not only that, but okay, so they haven't talked in like 7 years. She then finds him on the side of the road, basically comatose, and goes, oh, Cloud, let me take care of you and just see you're fine. Because when she meets him, he's barely coherent, right? He's not even making sense when he talks, because he's got that Mako poisoning. And then, like, I want to say 3 weeks after that, she goes, yo, Cloud, haven't seen you in 7 years, bro. You say you're a mercenary? Cool, got a job for you. Go be a terrorist. And then he comes back and he's like, I didn't like that. I don't want to do that anymore. And then she goes, no, but Cloud, my promise though. I haven't seen you in 7 years, and you probably have PTSD, and I know that something's wrong with you. You have cancer level 5. She doesn't know that's the case, but she knows that the first time she met him, he was speaking in tongues. And it's like 3 weeks later, you just go, why don't you join this terrorist organization that I'm a part of because of a promise that we made when we were children, even though we weren't that great of friends. We barely hung out. I never stood up for you. And also the terrorist organization I want you to join, we're too extreme for the terrorist organization that we're supposed to be a part of. And on top of that, I don't fully believe in their cause at this point. But the promise, Cloud, like, you see what I mean? And I just have a problem with it because she's not that great of a character, and outside of the whole she's his childhood friend thing, she really has nothing going for her. She was literally added to the game like at the last second because the developers felt that losing Aerith would be too much of a pain, right? That people would be too upset, so you had Tifa as a rebound, and that's exactly what they did. And that is true. You can look it up. They literally said themselves, they're like, yeah, Tifa was added at the last second. And also, like, most people are like, oh, Tifa's great, she's his childhood friend. Guys, shut up. Tifa's not great. You only like her for two obvious reasons. Let's be fair, right? Now that that's out the way, I hope we get to meet Tifa. I don't hate Tifa, right? I just got problems with her story.
So proud of what if I...
But the reason I brought that up is because the way the villagers are talking to him, they're like, Cloud, welcome back.
At home, won't you? Maybe I'll pay your mother a visit. But I shouldn't impose.
I'm stuffed.
I have a lot of catching up to do.
You will not have room for supper tonight. Yeah, but that's why I wanted to talk about Tifa, because talking to this lady right here, she's like, oh, Cloud, remember this? You used to take him all the time when you played. And then she goes, wait a minute. Did you play? Did you play with the other kids? Because he never did. This is Cloud retelling them the story, but he doesn't remember.
You don't want to keep your mother waiting, do you?
I want another sandwich. That's hilarious. Won't have room for dinner tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna go say hi to my mom.
Our village is truly in your debt.
Then I stop by my mom's. Not that it matters.
Sure it does. I know I want to hear what happened.
Me too.
Yeah. Go on.
And that's why I wanted to talk about Tifa. Because if they were doing the stuff with Zack, they might actually finally talk about the plot holes with Tifa. And the way she's reacting right now, she's like, yeah, go on. Because this ain't making sense. She's fishing for more info. Brought to you by Coke. How do you make it so that the label isn't fully viewable?
So after I left for Midgar, she was on her own. It was the first time we'd seen each other in 2 years. First time. And last.
I'll be right there.
Cloud, is that you?
Damn, Cloud, your mom's hot.
Welcome home. Come in. Let me get a good look at you.
This is great, because I don't think we ever really got to see Cloud's mom's face.
That's what they've got you wearing, huh? You soldiers sure do clean up nice. I've never been so proud. The man you've become. Women must be hounding you day and night.
Not really.
You know, there's all kinds of temptations in the big city. I'd feel a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl. One who'd make sure you didn't get into trouble.
I can take care of myself.
An older, more mature girl that could keep you on the straight and narrow and tell you when you're being a silly goose. That's the perfect type for you, I'd say. They are feeding you properly, aren't they? Oh, Cloud. But you know, Cloud. Wouldn't you agree, Cloud? You're my son. Of course, I'll always be.
Okay, that's enough.
I was trying to get a good look at Cloud's character models, more specifically his eyes.
That's so cute.
Because
Can I touch it?
Cloud's not supposed to be infused with Mako at this point in the story. And I think his character model does have like the green around his eyes, right? Around his pupils, to show that he's infused with Mako. But I wanted to see if I couldn't really get a good look at it, but I wanted to see if his eyes were just straight blue during the interaction with him and his mom. But I couldn't get a good look. Because if they were, then that would have been a nice touch to show that like this is an actual memory. Meanwhile, right now, he's not. This isn't Cloud, right? So, where else can I go? The water tower. I believe in Crisis Core, this is where you get Phoenix. Also, I just drank soda, so I gotta make a noise.
So
Never mind. It decided to not come up at all.
I don't know.
Don't worry, it'll come up when you least expect it.
I guess.
I'm trying my best not to burp into the mic. So he has Mako around his eyes right now, right? But I want to see if, when he was meeting his mom, if they were just blue eyes. Because knowing Tetsuya Nomura, he likes doing subtle things like that. Tetsuya Nomura is still kind of a hack in my eyes, a bit, just a bit. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna hate on him too much, right? I grew up with Kingdom Hearts and I bought every console and every system to play every game. So, I hurt inside. But, but one of the things that Tetsuya Nomura likes to do is, if he can pull off some subtlety, he can, there's a clear difference between him and David Cage. Like,
you went to my place?
yeah, I went to your place.
I figured you might be there.
Wait a second. You two were neighbors?
We were, but it's not like we hung out that much.
We had our reasons.
Our reasons, huh? Bet most of them had to do with you.
Barrett, you're so right. Not only that, but they did address it. That's cool. I like that. Because in the original, they like everyone just kept going, yeah, they're childhood friends, and that was just it, and never explained it. But then when you look at the flashbacks and stuff, it's like they barely ever hung out. And I think this is the first time they actually truly addressed it. Because it was like an inconsistency in the story. It's like, no, like, yeah, they're childhood friends in the loosest term possible, but they only hung out like a handful of times, like literally can only count it on one hand. And that was until Cloud was what, 14? Like, that's a long time. Tifa, you have a cat? She has a cat.
Remember my cat?
No, I don't.
Was Fluffy, I think?
Yeah. She was always disappearing, and that day was no different.
My cat died that day. That day was no different. My cat disappeared and then the village burned. It was the cat. The cat went down to the basement and said, yo, Sephiroth, you're an alien, my dude. Whose room is this? Mom? Dad's? Oh my god, I was never able to be inside Tifa's home. And then I stole from your parents, Tifa. You never see Tifa's mom, only her dad, right? Like, I know Cloud's dad is like, he ain't got a dad. He dead.
My room?
I did.
Cloud, you went into my room? Dude. Sounds like a puppy. Oh, a little Moogle plushie. Radio. A picture of a pumpkin. Some books. A lot of cowboy hats. Man, Tifa's really into the Western, huh? Wild Wild West. Is that a dolphin punch?
Did you actually play it?
Yeah, I jammed on it. I went to town on that bad boy. Do 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 do. Oh no. Oh no. That's too much. What? Oh no. Damn, I'm sorry, I'm just really speechless. They went all out with this, huh? You wanna know the fun part about this? I was actually looking into buying a digital piano at some point in the near future and learning how to actually play piano. So this is this is hitting home. Yeah, I'm gonna quit that. Oh man.
Wow. Where'd you learn to do that?
Hey, you gotta play for us sometime.
Well, shit. You're a merc of many talents.
Guys, I didn't even play it that good. Oh man. Alright. We've been holding it off.
You went through my stuff?
Yeah.
I know I shouldn't have.
Cloud! You asshole!
Yeah, okay. Alright. Cloud, you went through my in the original? Yeah, and then I got orthopedic underwear. Cloud, did you really? Yeah. In the original, she just sounds kind of disappointed in him. She's like, Cloud. Oh no. Cloud, you went through my stuff. Oh yeah. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but I was looking at it. It's a dolphin punch. Look at that. Make a splash on your own vacation. What is this, for Coastal del Sol? I can't read that. What is that? What does that say? Can I photo mode it? Photo mode. Zoom in. Zoom in, enhance. Slide. It can only be on Cloud. I don't know, the rest is in like some Final Fantasy VII language, but yeah, it's like a dolphin punch. And is that supposed to be Cell from Final Fantasy VIII? You see that? Like the silhouette? That's cool. Cowboys Place. Coffee. Buy 2, get 1 free. Cowboys return to Niflheim. Okay. Okay, she likes cowboys. I got it. I got it. Okay, I got it. All right, we got it. We got it. She's into westerns.
He's not just a hero, but a gorgeous one at that, with his flowing silver. It's been a long time since we had this much.
Yeah, I know. His hair's so flowing in silver. I'm gonna ask him to prom later. Okay, where else can I go? What's going on over here?
You worked out with everyone?
Just for a bit.
Could you keep up?
Do I just hang around here?
Buddy, gather round. It's time to Zanga size. Ready to get started? Let's Zanga. Okay. Put your fingertips together and lift your hands to the sky.
Cloud, are you gonna... No?
Arms tight to the ears and spread those
Do I
hands.
press something?
Keep your arms straight. Feel the stretch all the way to your fingertips.
Weak legs betray a weak mind. Takes me back.
Okay. I guess we can't really do much over there, but we got some flavor text from Tifa.
These troubles will be a thing of the past.
Heroes coming through. Heroes.
General store. What's going on over here?
Ah, Shinra's here, I see. Thank you for coming.
You're Shinra? Shinra?
Oh, whoops. I didn't recognize you, Cloud. How you've grown.
I forgot about those NPCs. Yeah, the 2 kids, you go up there, and she's like, Shinra? He's like, Chinra? Like, he just messes up every word she says.
I must say, you look dashing in that uniform.
You're so cool. You're so cool.
Ew! You're so cool. Sound like he's mocking her.
You look so different.
Anything else?
Beat those monsters? Gotta beat them?
Can I be? He's just slowly turning into a monster himself.
You a soldier? You a shoulder?
You look so
Okay. Okay. We're repeating text now. That's cool. Nothing else in here? A lot of fancy designs. What's this? Summer Festival, Cowboys return. Yeah, okay. Alright, we get it. Cowboys are in season. Andy hasn't dumped Woody yet. I get it, alright? I don't want to play with you no more. Okay. I think that's it, right? Okay, everybody, shut up.
Come on, that's enough. Please, go back to your homes.
Please, everyone, give them space.
Here he is. Dude, that's unnecessary.
A soldier,
And you are?
Richard Sangam, a humble traveler of the world and teacher of martial arts to the youth.
If you describe yourself as humble, you're not humble. Let go of my arm, man. Okay. Listen, Sephiroth owns that, alright?
You need to bulk up.
Who asked you?
You could learn a lot from me.
Look at his smug ass face.
Pass.
Don't be shy. I have many pupils.
Don't be shy, little boy. Come here.
At last,
I just want to teach you my,
and
secret techniques. Learned them on Epstein Island.
one of them's from this very village. Perhaps you know her. Tifa,
I gave her lessons for free for, 2 obvious reasons.
a real talent, that one. She'll go far.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right?
Got anything to say for yourself?
I didn't know.
I don't know. I was just a boy. I was thinking with my penis. Cloud, your eyes are so green. It's ridiculous. But, yeah, Zangan, in the original, he was a little humble, right? You know, he only had like 1 or 2 lines of dialogue, but he seems like the type of guy that you would go to the public gym. I had to burp. I was holding on to that one for a while. It was getting hard to talk. Seems like the guy that you go to the gym and he's just doing karate while looking at himself in the mirror. He's doing Tai Chi. And then he'll walk up to anybody and just be like, "Come on, man, punch me in the solar plexus. I can take it." And you're like, "No, bro, I really don't want to." "Come on, hit me as hard as you can." You know, those people.
I'd be interested to see how one of Shinra's finest fights.
Cool.
Should you need my help, just say the word.
Make a call and I'll be there. Anytime, any place, anywhere. All you have to do is say the word.
Welcome back. Sephiroth's already gone upstairs.
Ruby Red. Man, that reminds me of a terrible show made by a terrible company that's owned by another company that's not as terrible but employs terrible people.
Didn't really notice at the time, but looking back, all the signs were there. From the moment we arrived, Sephiroth just wasn't himself.
Yeah, Sephiroth wasn't himself.